Merchandising, merchandising. Go to teespring.com and make sure you get you a good t-shirt. It's where the real money's made on YouTube, not on the AdSense or all the Patreons. We need you to go and buy a shirt. That way we're no longer poor.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. And we're gonna freaking talk about some trailers.
Yes.
We actually got some feedback that requested us to talk about these trailers. So a guy named Matt out there, this one's for you, buddy. And we're gonna start it with Halloween Kills.
Okay. Great.
All right. So I saw the trailer. You saw the trailer.
Yes.
And follow up to 2018. And when the trailer starts, it starts out like right at the end of 2018.
I think that was a really good job for them to do. He didn't leave you with a lot of like, okay, well, what happened? How to get out? The whole like somehow, because a lot of times in these movies there's just kind of like, oh yeah, I know he died in this one, but yeah, he's back. We're not really gonna say who cares what happened. He's back again. This one, they explained how he got out, and I thought it was a really good explanation of how they got him out of the particular. If you haven't seen the first one, he was trapped in a house, locked in a cage, but the house was burning down. It was a good way for them to explain how he got out of that, especially since they were saying that he wasn't supernatural. We'll get back into that in a minute.
Okay, so I thought the fire trucks going towards the house, him grabbing the firefighters, which I thought was brilliant of showing the firefighters,
right,
and him grabbing it. And that stop right there.
Yeah.
Don't show any more of that.
You don't want to waste that. Let's get that when we get to the movie.
Exactly.
Our mind's already putting it together about what happened.
Exactly. And all of that was a waste of time. I don't think they should have shown that. It was too much.
You think what they showed in this trailer, did they show too much?
It was too much.
You just thought they should have just saw him grab him and that was it.
That's it.
And
stop and go to the next scene.
Okay.
Or go to the next part.
They wanted to pay off the fact of showing him. They wanted you to show that, like, yes, he is still alive. I get it. I'm sure more goes on in that scene, more that you're going to be more excited about. Like I said, you're a big fan. We're both big fans of like the kills in horror films. I'm sure there's quite a few different kills that went on with just him escaping. So that whole escape scene's probably going to be pretty lengthy, and we're only got to see just the tip of it, the tip of the iceberg.
So you got Laurie already inside the hospital, which you're getting some nods there to Halloween 281. Okay. So you are getting some nods there. They're giving you pretty much a glimpse out of all of the carnage that he's done, revisiting a lot of 2018 by some of the setups where the doctor's dead or the sheriff's dead on the ground. Right. You got unfortunately the kids from Halloween 3 wearing the Halloween 3 shamrock mask.
So are they saying that these kills happened before he got to her, or they're saying that these are the kills he got after he left the house?
Well, honestly, there are certain ones that happened in Halloween 2018. And they're like finding the sheriff dead.
So that part.
So that part is.
But like some of the kills that they did show in the trailer, those are the new ones after.
Those are the new ones after the kills. Yes. Okay. But and the merry-go-round with the shamrock mask. Those I don't know when those kills happened, but those kids do appear in Trick or Treating. It's unfortunate he killed the kids, but they do.
It was a good nod back to the original one, since they basically said in the last one that all of that's just like urban legend and lore of Michael Myers, and none of that really happened. Those things, he didn't do any of that stuff. He's not that type of person, but they tend to make him that type of person going forward.
So how about this?
What's funny is like, so did those films not exist, or like did that stuff not happen, or did it really did happen?
Multiverse.
Again, here we go. Michael Myers.
Two Michael Myers. All right. So when you're looking at
there's Mike Myers and there's Michael Myers.
Exactly. So technically, this is Halloween 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Technically, this is because you had H4O in 2018, right? And then you have this one. So
I see where they're going with this. They're gonna Fast and Furious this thing where they skip Fast and Furious 3, and then Fast and Furious 4. Was it 4? Yeah, Fast and Furious 4 was technically Fast and Furious 3, but then they had to cycle back onto it later on because they wanted to use the characters later on. See, I get it. So they're gonna go back and they're gonna go like 2 more. So 2 and 3 and then 4,
so part
and then they're gonna go back to
exactly.
back to Season of the Witch, and then we're gonna do this all over again. We're gonna explain how them kids got on the merry-go-round.
But this is what's funny is that they highlight those masks and they're from Halloween 3, and this is technically Halloween 3.
Right.
Okay, anyway, all right, so you're moving on, and they're showing a lot of good shots of him and this new guy that took over for Nick Castle.
Okay.
and I'm so sorry I don't have his name written down, but his body movements, the way he moves as Michael Myers, and all, I mean, he has perfected it, because you look at some of those shots, and it's a lot of the same way that those what's his name, Dick Murdoch, I want to say it. I think it's Dick Murdoch. I can't remember the guy's name. That played Michael in Part 2, Halloween '81. You know, the same movements. The same shot selections. Okay. All of these were exactly the same. So I think they're Blumhouse is really paying those homages in some of those shots.
They're really trying to invoke all of the feelings that we got from the original film. And it was like, so I think one of the best ones was when they're in the kitchen, when the poor black people, he came in their house and he killed the family, like he killed the wife, and then I guess like the husband's laying on the table, and then like he stands over him, and then just out of nowhere just and I was like, that gave me a good, like, it was very reminiscent of the original one, of the killings he did inside houses, where like it was just him and the people that lived there, and nobody knew what was going on outside. Yeah, that really gave me that feeling there.
And I thought that was too much too.
That they shouldn't have done that.
They shouldn't have done that.
You gotta give us something. You gotta give us something.
The scream, the girl screaming, or the lady screaming, or whatever. Done. That's it. Stop right there. All right. You don't. I think he stabs her with a fluorescent bulb. It looks like almost.
I feel like you could have moved away from the bulb.
There are certain things. Yeah. That's true, right? Or you know that it shatters real quick. You
it's like, Michael, what are you doing?
Yeah, get that away. Okay, so you got those shots, and you're right, because a lot of those kills are from Part 2 in the beginning, when he sees when he has the old lady. He doesn't kill that old lady. He just takes her knife and leaves blood on her sandwich. But that's about it. Okay, so
somebody got blood on my sandwich.
Yeah, man, that ain't ketchup. Who put this blood on my sandwich? All right, so now you move on, and now you got the Evil Dies Tonight. Yeah. And now the Strode girls are getting ready for this, and you know, a big battle's coming up. Obviously, ain't gonna be all of it, because there's still Halloween Ends that's come out next year. So
once again, they're gonna do 3 more films, and then they're gonna circle back around to Halloween Season of the Witch and explain exactly how them kids got on the merry-go-round.
All right. So all of that's all fine and dandy, and they show that Michael Myers is still alive. The sheriff is telling them that Michael Myers is still alive. Okay, I get all that. Great, no problem. You do have Anthony Michael Hall, who actually plays Tommy Doyle in this, so you do get a glimpse of Anthony Michael Hall. You get a glimpse of Kyle Richards, who was Lindsay Wallace.
Are they just here to make cameos, or are they gonna kill them too, like the kids on the merry-go-round?
Well, he had his hand on her, so you know, hey, that usually spells doom right there, but you never know. But it looks to be like Blumhouse has got another hit on their hands, another freaking home run with this particular series franchise. It's going in the right direction. Overall, what did you think?
I mean, overall, it seems pretty good. This movie's gonna make a bunch of money anyway. Like I said, Blumhouse pays pennies on the dollar to make these movies, so
a majority of it went to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Everybody else in here is a nobody, or like somebody we remember from our childhood. I want to say has been. Is not anybody that's worth paying a whole bunch of money to. So everybody else got a little.
Because Michael's a star. What's the difference? Exactly. Michael Myers is a star.
Jamie Lee Curtis got all the money. So basically, they made this movie for about like $5. And then they're gonna release it in October. It's gonna end up making a killing when it comes out, and then obviously we're gonna get another film because it's already been announced, and they're gonna do what they do at Blumhouse. Blumhouse and A24. They know how to make movies, and they know how to make them profitable. This movie's gonna do great.
It's gonna do fantastic, and Jamie Lee Curtis looks like she's back in top form. I honestly believe that her performance in the last one, we've talked about it briefly before, is her performance in the 2018 version was probably one of her best in dealing with PTSD and all that. I really love that. This one's gonna be different because this one she is not preparing, like as far as like she is not paranoid. There's no paranoia here right now. This is like the real like now.
Can she get the trench coat like what's his name in the original films?
No, I need her to go freaking John Matrix and do the freaking makeup.
No, because she had a knife. Didn't they show the scene where she had a gun?
She's walking through the hospital with a knife.
Yeah, it was like, so just give it, shave her head, put the trench coat on, and it's the evil. Michael is just pure evil.
Oh, God. And she will fall asleep on that one too. Yeah. Michael Myers is yeah. So
she said the line, so just give her the trench coat. It'll be fine.
So
shave her head and give her the trench coat.
Yeah, good scenes. I thought they gave a little bit too much away in the movie. I hope this is the final trailer. I hope they don't show any more. No more final trailer, nothing like that.
We got 3 more months.
But I'm just saying, I just hope they don't, because they've already given too much away in this. So
stop watching trailers.
It's continuing the trend, and you talked about it before, that it continues the trend with these trailers are showing you freaking everything.
Because they feel like in order to keep showing you trailers, to keep the marketing going, when they start showing trailers too early for something, they're not gonna release for a few months. You show one trailer if it's gonna be a couple months off, then you wait another month when you get there, and then maybe one last trailer like in the same month. They'll show 5 or 6 different trailers between now and the time that this film releases, but each trailer can't just be like a recut of the same footage. They're like, well, we got to put in like 2 more scenes. We got to put in this scene that we never said before, or a different angle from over here. And when you start piecing stuff together, because a lot of people do on YouTube, they start piecing this stuff together, and you get like half the movie.
They did it to Force Awakens.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it's what they're gonna do. So, all I would say is that if you're happy enough, you want to see this film, stop watching trailers now. Don't watch any more trailers to this film.
I agree.
Just be happy with what they've sold you on, and just wait for it to come out.
I agree. It could also be.
But that's not what we do here.
What if it's potentially like, you know, we're gonna show you most of the movie because we don't know if we're gonna release it because of the pandemic, so we're gonna just show you everything else.
Dude, they even do now where they'll even put like the first opening scene to a movie out.
Yes, we did it. Did it for Spiral.
Yeah.
They just did it for Spiral, which was they didn't even have to do it for that scene. Like that was probably the best scene in the whole movie. So but whatever. All right, moving on. Next trailer. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings and whatever.
And there's been like a big public debate about it. Is it Shang-Chi or is it Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi.
It's
all the same.
All right.
But I can tell you right now, the martial arts in this movie is legit.
Yeah, this ain't no Iron Fist going on over here.
No, this ain't Iron Fist. This is for real, because these guys are freaking rocking it, man, with the martial arts. And first of all, what did you think of the trailer?
Oh, the trailer was great.
It was better than the first one.
It was better than the first one. The first one was a teaser, so I mean, they wasn't expected to see too much. It was basically just kind of get your hype going, and they gave us more footage, like we were just talking about in the upcoming trailers going forward. They gave us more footage, but the footage they gave us was really what we wanted to see, because now it set up so many things in this film that like my excitement went from, okay, I'm gonna watch it, to, oh my god, I really want to see this film now. So everything that they gave us, and I don't know how you're gonna break down the trailer, but like I said,
well, you have basically the whole origin when he's a kid, and basically the 2 parts of who he is, from his mom, from his dad, and
by the way, they give you the origin and they give you the ending to this film.
Basically,
so I mean, you already seen the film in this trailer.
Basically, so it does go from like, you know, this figuring out who you are, how to handle your great power comes with great responsibility, to Mortal Kombat at the end.
Right. Oh, you know what? I related it to. Did you ever see Ninja Assassin? Or I think that was Ninja Assassin.
I seen part of it. I didn't see all of it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Tony Jaa, right?
No. It was the guy Rain.
Rain. Okay.
Which actually, he was like a model, and he wasn't even a martial artist, but he had like a good look that the director was like, hey, you know, I want you for my film, and then they taught him martial arts. Basically, how they did with Keanu Reeves. And I was like, Keanu Reeves didn't know martial arts, so they teach him martial arts for the movies. And then now he does martial arts films, which is crazy. But anyway, they gave that kind of a backstory where it's like, hey, we kind of beat the crap out of you and we make you this awesome warrior type deal.
Right.
And then you decide that, oh, this is bad, and then I changed my thought process as far as where I came from. They made some changes in some of the story, because his dad's supposed to be like Fu Manchu.
Is he the Mandarin?
Yes, he is the Mandarin. They just combined his dad and the Mandarin into the same character, because to explain Shang-Chi's father, it was like, it's not PC, so it's like, you can't call him Fu Manchu because that's kind of like, it's racist.
Not at this time.
Yeah,
right now.
all right. So it's kind of racist right now. So it's like, they were like, well, we'll just make him the Mandarin, and then that kind of streamlines the story and
the conflict.
And
you have
basically how they did Batman in Batman 1989. It was like they streamlined it and just made the Joker
the one that killed
chill. Yeah. And it's like that. So I'm okay with them doing that. But I do have some questions as far as the powers on these rings, because in the comics he actually wears specific rings and stuff like that, and the rings that he wears are damn near the Infinity Stones. And they're basically the Infinity Stones. So I'm like, does he have the same level of power as Thanos has in this? Are we making him that level of a bad guy in this?
Or are they paperweights to the
Yeah, exactly, right. And one thing we didn't get in this trailer is that we didn't get the All Hail to the King finale. So are we gonna get that addressed from Iron Man 3? So where like
it's Ben Kingsley coming back.
Ben Kingsley coming back for this film.
Who knows?
Who knows? But as far as the things that we did get in the film, it's like we got to see Fin Fang. Oh no, wait, we didn't get to see Fin Fang Foom because they said that Fin Fang Foom is not in this film. But the dragon that we see, which definitely should be Fin Fang Foom, is just called a Great Protector, which is, I guess, kind of like their chi and where they get their powers from, as far as maybe the Mandarin and Shang-Chi. But I would really have preferred it if it had been Fin Fang Foom, because it would have been a great nod to the people who actually read, or at least they were familiar with the Mandarin in the comics, and a lot of the things that went with that. Because now just making him a Great Protector, it was a little bit of let down as far as that.
But it was kind of good. But it was good to see the water dragon too. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, so that's the character. I mean, I was like, that should have been Fin Fang Foom, but I don't know why they didn't want to call it Fin Fang Foom unless they have something else coming up for him.
Okay, well, let's talk about callbacks. You were talking about callbacks. Let's talk about the big callback at the end with Abomination.
Yes.
And Wong, which Wong can show up for a fight, but he can't show up.
Can't show up at the end of the world.
To the end of the world to help.
Can show up there at Wolverine's.
If he was with Doctor Strange and freaking on Titan or wherever the hell they were, they would have beat Thanos right there.
It would have been done. It's like two Sorcerer Supremes in there, and it's like we didn't even need Spider-Man. It's like we'd have saved the day. We'd have never got lost 5 years. Nothing would have been snapped, and we'd have been overpopulated like we are right now.
Exactly. He could have gone to Wakanda, gotten Vision out before they freaking, and just played freaking back and forth. They're going back and forth.
Yeah, they could have just they should have sling ringed them out. Like, all right, you need Visions, gone. You over
here?
here?
Oh, gone. Oh, you think he's over here in New York? He ain't. He's gone. All right, so you got Abomination and Wong.
Yes.
So that means that Tim Roth is back?
Yes, Tim Roth has to be back. I wonder if he's going to do the voice. Are they going to let him just kind of like Vin Diesel this thing and just making the voice of Abomination? I did notice some changes on Abomination. The Abomination they had in the fight scene was more comic accurate because it kind of gave him the fins and more scales and stuff.
But at the same time, he was still, I think he was still evolving.
Maybe he was still evolving, and somebody gave him another shot when he was, which is, I don't understand how he got off the raft. Because from what Marvel had said is that he was locked up on the raft where they keep all their supervillains. So how did he get off of there? I guess we'll maybe find out in the movie. Or
what if it's through the snap, bro?
He got snapped away and then got snapped back and the raft was gone. So then he was like, I'm in the water, and just swam his way out.
Yeah, and he needed his fins, so he.
There you go. I got my fins now.
Exactly.
I can get out of this water.
That's a possibility.
Maybe he got snapped away.
That's
maybe he came back. Right,
cool.
Yes, yeah, I can buy that.
What the hell is Wong doing there? I don't know, but. Whatever.
I think we got to see in this trailer, we got to see Death Dealer, which was kind of, which is acting as the mercenary or bodyguard for the Mandarin, which is gonna be cool because that's basically their Snake Eyes kind of character, like doesn't speak and it's this badass assassin type deal. That's gonna be cool. One of the things that you pointed out, you really like the addition of Awkwafina in this film. So,
I do like Awkwafina.
Yeah.
I like Awkwafina.
I mean, she's funny. She's gonna be a great comic relief on here, and I was like, I wonder if they're gonna make her a love interest, or is this just gonna be a best friend for him?
It's got to be a best friend.
Okay.
Do you see?
Wait, is this film gonna do well in China? Because you already put her in the best friend category, making it seem like she's not hot enough for him.
She is hot. I think Awkwafina is hot. Okay. She's got a sexy voice. I love her voice.
So there you go. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
Oh man. All right. Let's stay with, you mentioned Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Let's stick with that Asian culture. Let's talk about some Snake Eyes. We saw the Snake Eyes trailer, and I have a different feeling for this, but I want you to tell me first, what did you think about the Snake Eyes trailer?
All right, first and foremost, I didn't realize who's that. One, I was gonna see Snake Eyes' face. Two, I didn't realize that there was a completely different actor playing Snake Eyes when this movie got announced. I just assumed it was going to be Ray Park. So, dang it, Ray Park, again, you don't get to continue on in the franchise. He didn't get to continue on in X-Men. He didn't get to continue on in G.I. Joe. And now...
This is completely reboot. That's why it's called Origins. It's like, it's completely rebooted.
Hey, Wolverine was Origins too, and we still got the same Logan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
but anyway, all right, so, but once I got into this trailer, I really want to see this film. I didn't want to see it when they first announced this film. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was just a way for them to get a cash grab because they know how popular Snake Eyes is. And then what I got to see in this trailer, really, really good. Really, really good. The action scenes were really great. The origin that kind of set up for him, which I'm still kind of figuring out, who's Storm Shadow in this movie?
Andrew Koji.
Oh, he is. Okay, he's supposed to be Storm, because they didn't really, to me, they didn't seem like they addressed it. I didn't know if they were gonna like there's going to be like a bad that's going to show up as a rival for him in there, or if that was in this particular character was somebody who just brought him in. But okay, he's going to be Storm Shadow. So I kind of want to see, because they hinted to showing Storm Shadow's helmet and some of his gear and then him on the motorcycle. I kind of want to see what they're going to do with Storm Shadow on his outfit and how much more they're going to change it from what they did in the original G.I. Joe films. But from where they're going in the story so far, looks pretty good. Though, I don't like the Baroness's haircut. So yeah, I'm on record for saying that. I hate her haircut. I love the voice. The actress playing her. Hate the haircut. Hate the haircut.
Okay. All right. Here's my take on it. First of all, as a trailer, it's freaking amazing. You want to talk? We were talking about freaking martial arts in Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
The martial arts in this is freaking impeccable.
Yes.
They're just amazing. And Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians, he's the one that's playing Snake Eyes.
Right.
He's really not, a martial artist.
There you go.
Andrew Koji, who you
Rain
might know
from Ninja Assassin.
Yeah. Andrew Koji, who you might know from Warrior, he is a martial artist, just as Joe Taslim, I want to say, who played Sub-Zero in, who was also the freaking standout of Mortal Kombat. Those Warrior boys, well, I'll tell you. Anyway, but Koji's just, he's legitimately a martial artist, and he's absolutely phenomenal in a lot of this fight choreography that they got going on in the trailer. I thought it was freaking awesome, great. Golding's gonna knock it out of the park. I'm okay with the Baroness short haircut. I'm good with it. It's not that big of a deal. You do see Scarlet.
You do see for the second time.
For the second time, you see Scarlet, and it's not freaking Rachel Nichols, not from ESPN. So you have more or less about.
Do you think Rachel Nichols colors her hair red because of Scarlet in the original G.I. Joe movie? Because she wants to be Scarlet in real life.
But the beauty of introducing the Baroness first, it's like she's the tease, okay, but she's the teaser for Cobra, and that's what I kind of liked about it too, is that they're teasing it. So you haven't met Cobra Commander yet, Destro, you haven't met Zartan, Major Blood, you have not met any of these characters yet, so it truly is an origin. Hell, you haven't even seen Duke yet. So the history with Snake Eyes and Scarlet, there is a history there, so it's understandable that she's going to be part of this thing. What I don't like about this freaking trailer, or about this movie in general, is that is not Snake Eyes. What makes Snake Eyes so unique...
that you're not being able to hear him and not being able to see who he is.
No, just listen. What makes Snake Eyes so unique is that he is the Quilo. He's a Caucasian. He is a Caucasian man, and who was taught by Storm Shadow's crew or family or whoever to be a martial artist.
I mean, but in a sense, he's still an outsider. He was just a fish guy at the market. He wasn't part of that.
Yes, you're right. Okay. You're absolutely right.
All right.
But still,
stop trying to whitewash Snake Eyes.
It's just different. Sometimes it's like, I mean, he's also a Vietnam veteran, more or less. He's he was in the war. He was badly deformed from a bomb or whatever. He got really disfigured. That's what I was looking for. He was really disfigured. That's what made him wear the mask. He was a commando, weapons expert, freaking everything. He was Casey Ryback before Casey Ryback.
Right.
So that's why that's the origins really that I wanted to see. This takes a completely different. So this is definitely multiverse.
Yep.
Because this is completely different.
And they did all of that stuff, and they cut the Baroness's hair.
They cut his origin and her hair, and kind of killed it for me. So it's kind of hard for me to accept it, but I believe in Golding. I believe in Koji, so I'm gonna give it a shot. The action sequences are phenomenal, so I can't hate too bad on it. But that's just not Snake Eyes to me.
I mean, it's going to be Snake Eyes because we got the Snake Eyes that you remember from the comics. We got it in the other two movies, and the movies didn't do well enough to give itself a third movie.
True, but
Ray Park.
I'm not blaming Ray Park. I'm not blaming Ray Park.
No, I'm just saying, but he should be still trying to get a damn G.I. Joe. We should be seeing G.I. Joe origins with Ray Park as Storm Shadow, but that ain't happened, so they're gonna redo everything.
Why Ray Park as Storm Shadow?
I meant Snake Eyes is what I meant to say. Hell, I love the dude who plays Storm Shadow in the other one too. Yeah, that dude was amazing. I really loved him in that. It was like I had no problem with the casting before, so obviously with them rebooting, they gotta redo everything. My only problem with this whole trailer and the movie in general is a simple fact is that they're forcing G.I. Joe and Cobra into this movie that the additional Scarlet and the Baroness, I don't think I really needed. As far as them being major players in this movie, I think I just really wanted to see how he became Snake Eyes. That's all I really wanted to see. Well, and then we can get to G.I. Joe and Cobra later. I didn't really need to see them influencing his motives or his drive or whatever he's trying to do in this film. I didn't need to see them having some type of influence, and I just really wanted to see how he became Snake Eyes.
And in a way, you are getting that.
I'm not getting that, but then I'm also getting here's the setup for the next G.I. Joe movie.
Well, I mean, it has to tie. You know, it's a spinoff, so it has to.
Joker didn't tie to nothing, and yet we're still talking about Joker, aren't we?
All right. Well, you know what? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think of all 3 trailers. We want to know what you think. And you know what? We've gotten these last 2 trailers where part of martial arts. We go from a serial killer to freaking martial artists on the last 2 trailers. So let's stick to that and go Brandon Lee style rapid fire. All right, Terrence, here we go. Fast and the Furious 9 just premiered.
Yes.
Right now. All right. Do you think that we're going to see John Cena and The Rock in Fast 10?
The Rock wasn't in this movie?
No, he was not.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, they missed out on that. Seriously, come on. We're not getting John Cena and Shazam. So this was a perfect opportunity for them to. Yeah, I really feel that we're gonna see The Rock.
Are they gonna fight against each other? That'd
yes,
awesome.
Definitely. They're definitely gonna do it. I don't understand how they're gonna push Vin Diesel aside, but yes, we're definitely gonna get that. But I don't know if he survives. So
hey Vin, why don't you step back real quick? This is WrestleMania 30 on this one.
We'll tag you in a little bit. But I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if he survives. So I guess that would determine if he's gonna be in Fast 10.
Okay. Next one. Black Widow is now finally coming out July 9th.
Maybe.
Finally. Hey, but for real though, I think that's the tagline. Black Widow. Hey, but for real.
But for real.
Should Black Widow get a sequel?
The what?
Should she come back as Black Widow, period? Should Scarlett Johansson come back as Black Widow, or should she just leave her story arc at Endgame?
Amanda Pugh's taking over as Black Widow. We already know
Florence
this.
Pugh.
Oh, Florence Pugh.
Who's Amanda Pugh?
Sorry, Florence Pugh. That's what I meant. The girl Pugh, Miss Pugh.
Mrs. Pugh.
Miss Pugh. She's taking. I thought they already said that she was gonna be. They like signed her to like a lengthy contract. She was gonna be taking over as Black Widow going forward in the MCU.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Ron Perlman has been selected to voice. He's been selected to voice Optimus Primal in Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
I don't hate that. Because the voice itself was kind of reminiscent of the original Optimus Prime, but different.
Cullen?
Yeah, Peter Cullen, but different. So if he can just do his interpretation of Optimus Prime, it'll come off like Optimus Primal. And I'm just like, and just if they could just not say maximize and terrorize and all the other crappy lines that they had in the TV show, just don't say any of that stuff. But I would like, look, Perlman has a great voice. He has an iconic voice, one that stands out whenever he does anything. When he's on screen or if he does any type of voice work, his voice always stands out. And I think he would be a good look for a good voice to fit in for Optimus Primal. By the way, don't want to see this film.
Why?
Because I didn't like Beast Wars.
Okay, I didn't care for Beast Wars that much either, but you know, I was a fan of the Predacons. You know, I was a fan of a lot of that, so I'm okay with it. But the thing that's a selling point so much for me, for this movie, is that it is a direct sequel to Bumblebee, which introduced the Gen 1 Transformers. So I am good with
the Beast Wars actually came after the G1 Transformers. So this is now continuing on. So we're still not getting my for real legit G1 Transformer movie. I'm still not getting it. We're gonna move on to Beast Wars. So this is another reason why I don't want to film.
Okay.
And canon-wise, they came, even though they went back in time, they came afterwards because it was like their trip to Earth sent them into this time warp that went back before. It's convoluted, which is another reason why I didn't like Beast Wars.
Did you like Bumblebee?
I did like Bumblebee, and I thought we were going to continue on Cybertron. Not Beast Wars.
Just give me the beginning of Bumblebee, and that's the Transformers I want and need it.
Yeah, I know. Just continue that on. Just cut all the rest of what happened on Cybertron. Just finish that. Just give me Bumblebee 1.5 and show me the rest of the stuff that happened on Cybertron.
All right. Quentin Tarantino considered remaking Reservoir Dogs as his final movie.
Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
He's never made a sequel. Why would he do a remake?
If you had to choose
his own thing that he made.
If you had to choose bigger budget though, maybe.
He did what it look. Just George Lucas this crap up. Whatever you didn't like, just fix it in post and put out a special edition.
All right, so if it's not a reboot, so let's say it's a sequel. What sequel would you rather see? Reservoir Dogs 2?
We know it's sequel that needs to happen.
Kill Bill 3.
We know that's the only one. Reservoir Dogs 2. They all damn near died except for the cop, right? He was the only one that lived. What do I need to see? That he lived? They all died. I don't care about anybody else that you can put in this film. Kill Bill 3, and that's all.
All right, and the last one. Obviously, we talked about Halloween earlier.
Yes.
All right. The next reboot that Blumhouse needs to make is it Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th?
I say
if they could do it. I'm just saying if they could do it.
I say Nightmare on Elm Street. I figure it's time to try again. I feel like Friday the 13th got enough tries to where Nightmare on Elm Street only got once, and I think it was okay. I think it just wasn't as...
It was there.
Yeah, it was okay. This is how you feel about RoboCop. I think it was okay. I think they should take another shot at it. I think it's been long enough that they could take another shot at it.
I still think it needs to be Kevin Bacon as freaking Freddy Krueger. He needs to do it.
I'd see him in makeup. Maybe I believe it.
All right. Well, hey, let us know what you think on what should be remade. Should it be freaking Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser with a better budget? Hey,
that's actually interesting.
Hellraiser with a better budget. I think I'd go with that.
Because they've been doing all these anthology Hellraisers, so
you have angels to some, demons to others, and Blumhouse is like freaking awesome when it comes to the supernatural horror.
It's gonna be so gory.
That would be amazing. I'm all for Blumhouse's Hellraiser. That's what I really want to see.
Get Clive Barker on the phone.
Yeah. So let us know what you think. Leave the comments below. Terrence, take us home.
All right, guys. Hey, we're back for another Goods podcast. If you want to see this happen more often, put it in the comments below. Tell Manny to show it more often.
Yeah.
Also, too, if this is the first time that you're on the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. WTF being one of those. Also, too, make sure you go to our Patreon so that way you can help us get better by giving us money. Mugla, dinero, feria.
Holmes.
As well as you can also help us grow by, I'm still wearing a WTF shirt. You can also help us grow by buying one of our t-shirts. You can go to teespring.com. We actually have our store up in the link below. Go there. There's many shirts that we have from the podcast, the WTF, top 5, and so on and so forth. Pick up one. Once again, help us make money.
Absolutely, because we po folks over here. For Carla over here on the couch and Aspen where the hell she's at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
Oh, and Art too.
Where's Art was supposed to be here today.
Where's Art? I don't even know where Art is. Anyway, I'm Manny. That's Terrence. We'll see you next time.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night, or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.